So, hello, Joe. I'll be here in a minute, trying to get a drink. So, I want to start off with a bit of housekeeping. Um, for those of you that are James Tynion fans, as everybody should be, World Tree number 1 is supposed to be out this week. However, Image has asked all retailers to hold it until the 26th, I think it is, 2 weeks from now, when they will have printed and supplied us with different copies of covers A and cover D. Apparently, there are printing errors on those two covers that have negatively affected the quality of the book as far as imaging is concerned. So we've been asked to destroy those and wait for the replacements. There will still be first printings, but we do have, or will have, World Tree number 1 for sale on its new release date of, I believe, again, April 26th, whatever the last Wednesday of the month is. But to give you an idea, if you don't know what we're talking about with World Tree, here's a quick trailer. All right, so that was World Tree, the trailer for World Tree. Based on that, we saw some of what they're talking about as far as the poorly printed covers. Cover A is definitely way too dark. A lot of the background and whatnot you cannot see at all that you're apparently, according to that video, supposed to be able to see.
Yeah.
So,
important aspects of that cover, I think. I can see why Tynion agreed that it needed to be.
We'll talk more about World Tree when it comes out, when it officially releases in 2 weeks. But just if anyone is selling it ahead of time, don't feel like you need to rush out and buy it. We will have it when it is supposed to be had. And if you want to buy some inferior product in the meantime, well, I guess that's up to you. But I can be patient as much as I want to read it. So anyway, are we ready?
We're ready.
All right.
So we'll start with the Free Comic Book Day stuff that we got. More Free Comic Book Day stuff. That's right. You thought we did it all last week. We did not. How do you say this word? Chujin X? Chojin X?
I would have gone Chowjin, but
Chowjin X?
Yeah, but I have no idea. And Rooster Fighter.
Which is really good. Conan. Again, the red is adult.
From Titan.
Crime Buster.
That's blue, which means it's all ages.
Boy Comics number 3.
From Comic House.
All ages 1. Dogman and the League of Misfits.
From Scholastic.
That is Dave Pilkey. He's awesome. Gilbert Shelton and Friends, the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers, on Freak Comic Book Day 2023.
This is a throwback to some of the 70s comics when you spell it with an X that came out back then, underground. And
does it not look like Sesame Street?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So we also have a teen biography preview of the biography of Stan Lee. So yeah, this is the legendary Stan Lee. I am Stan. Mech Cadets from Kaboom. This is, again, all ages.
Green, all ages, not blue. My bad. I said it wrong earlier. Forgive me.
No, blue is teen.
Blue is teen. I said it was all ages. Blue is teen. Green is all ages.
Mexikid, a graphic memoir. Again, this is another preview of a graphic novel. And I'm so excited about this one. I love this. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas, The Battle for Pumpkin King. That's from Tokyo Pop. And then we have RuneScape, Untold Tales of the God Wars.
From Titans Comics.
And we
Titans
have
Comics.
The Sacrificers.
From Image Comics. That's a new book that will be coming out shortly after Free Comic Book Day.
And finally this week we have Spider-Man and Venom plus a special preview of a new series by Jonathan Hickman and Brian Hitch.
That new series is Gods, in case you've heard it talked about already. Here's a preview of it, or will be a preview of it. Keep in mind, all of these will be available on May 6th and not before then.
First Saturday in May.
Yep.
All right, so let's get into the books that are available tomorrow. We've talked all about books that aren't available yet. Straight make you be waiting, but you don't have to wait for these because 007 for King and Country is out this week. This is a new #1 from Ian Fleming's James Bond.
An all-new nail-biting Bond mission from superstar writer Philip Kennedy Johnson and Giorgio Spatella. Accused of murder on British soil, James Bond has been branded a traitor by his own government. As M sends the entire 00 division after 007, Bond must go underground with only one ally, Gwendolyn Gone, 003, another traitor, presumed dead, secretly on a clandestine mission with global implications. And I'm just going to say it, sexist though it may be, but if that's Gwendolyn Gone on that cover, then I don't think being underground with her alone would be all that bad a thing. But what do I know? And that's the 1 in 10 or something like that Linsner pencil and ink variant.
Alter Ego, #181. This is the Neil Adams issue. Roy Thomas's Recollections, Adams interview by Chaikin, Stroud, Rawson, and Art, and Mr. Monster and more. All right, guys, The Ambassadors #2 is out this week. Ambassadors is an interesting concept. So they have to pick from the entire world 8 people to receive superpowers, and each book is focusing on that one of the people that has been chosen. And this book is codename. Just forgot.
Okay, I haven't read it yet, so I don't know.
It's not.
And each issue has a different writer. Different artist.
The flag is the basis for their.
Carl Kerschel is the artist for #2.
India. Codename India. And they use the flag as the basis for their creating their.
We sold out on #1, as did Image, but a second printing is forthcoming, and so we will have that as soon as it comes out, and hopefully I'll get a chance to read it then.
But you can, however, read issue 2 without having to read issue 1, because I did not get to read issue 1. Like I said, like he told you, we sold out of them. But I did read #2. I really enjoyed it, and it made perfect sense. I mean, I'm sure that it would make even more sense if I had read the first one. But knowing what I know, that it is each book is on each individual member, I was able to pick it up right away and figured it out, and it was great.
American Mythology Monsters from American Mythology something or another is the name of their book company.
Productions,
okay.
And this is for mature readers. This is issue #3 of American Mythology Monsters, and I'm going to very quickly show you this one because
it's naughty.
It's naughty. Barbaric is on issue #3, and we have a variant cover by Corin Howell.
Sorry, you say that open-endedly, like there's another one coming.
John Timms has done the cover for Batman Incorporated #7, and Nico Swan did the black and white variant there with the red spot.
I love that black and white variant. That is really awesome.
And as you know, Batman just keeps going on and on. So we have Dario Brizella and Franco Rasco's cover for Batman Scooby-Doo Mysteries #7 of the 12-issue maxi series. We also have Batman The Adventures Continue Season 3, #4. And Mike Perkins and Mike Spicer did the variant cover for The Adventures Continue. But we also have a variant cover by Brian Bolin. Oh, nice. And hey, that's all the Batman for this week.
Nice Man Bat variant there by Brian Bolin.
Meredith McClavin has done the cover for Black Cloak. Black Cloak is on issue #4, and I highly recommend this book. I think it got missed by a lot of people, but it's super fun. She is a investigator, so it's kind of like a detective.
Private
story.
investigator?
Kind of.
Okay.
I mean, the Black Cloaks are all investigators, so it's kind of like
a group.
Yeah. Born of Blood. Sorry, I'm a little slow with reaching with this arm, so you have to talk while I have to go get the next book.
I was going to say who the publisher is, but
it's Merck.
Is it Merck? Okay, I couldn't remember for sure it was Merck or the other one. Artist Elite, although I guess they've quieted down, haven't they? But Merck, the folks who do Miss Meow and Death Rage.
We also have a new Bloodline Daughter of Blade. This is number 3. Stephanie Hans did one of the variant covers.
That is a nice
did cover. The variant cover, I guess. Super fun story. She's just discovering that she is the daughter of Blade. So, I mean, what would you do if you discovered you were the daughter of Blade? Post in the comments below. We'd like to know. Briar. This finishes off the Briar story, which hopefully you all know is Briar is the name of the Princess Sleeping Beauty. But this is a modern-esque fairy tale.
A different version of it.
She slept for a long, long time.
Prince Charming decided not to rescue her. Instead, going for fame and fortune otherwise. And she was left on her own to finally wake up. And the world was not quite what it was when she went to sleep. And she's on her own.
Did that variant.
That is a creepy variant. I like it a lot.
This is an Infante variant, and I think it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, it really is.
And then the unlockable variant is the Yannick Paquette full art, which is just cool.
I love the roses, but whoever that is creepy.
Yeah. So now we're on to our new number 1 for this week, Captain America Cold War Alpha. So it's a one-shot. The revolution starts here. Cold War Part 1. Bucky Barnes is the Outer Circle's new revolution, and he has enacted his deadliest move yet. An alliance with Sam Wilson's nemesis, the White Wolf. When Steve Rogers' adopted son, Ian, aka Nomad, is abducted by someone Steve thought was a friend, he suspects Bucky's hand at work and calls upon the people who know Ian best, Sam Wilson, Sharon Carter, and Misty Knight, to help him get to the bottom of the attack. Has Bucky finally gone too far? Why is Nomad been taken? And what does it have to do with Portal to Dimension Z opening over a secret battleground in Alaska? The Symbol of Truth and the Sentinel of Liberty reunite for a pulse-pounding crossover event that will make... I use the right mouse. That will make them question everything they believe in and each other.
And in case that wasn't enough for you, here is a trailer about it. All right. So sorry for that bit of a boo-boo there, but you saw the whole trailer eventually. So
My son showed up. Everybody say hello, Jonathan.
Oh my god.
So now we're going to make a cameo. You can just lean in. There you go.
Hi.
Cold War starts in
Bye.
this one shot and then goes through both Sentinel of Liberty and the other one, whatever the two Captain America books are called.
Symbol of truth.
Symbol of Truth, that's right.
It said it in the thing.
And
Love you, honey.
So enjoy the Cold War story.
Captain Marvel, The Revenge of the Brood, is continuing in this. I don't know. I didn't get to read it, so I don't know if it ends. But it's number 48, and we have an adorable cover by Elena Durso.
That's fun. I like that.
Nope. There is also Elena Casagrande Stormbreaker variant for this week is Captain Marvel and Groot.
It's a fun one. I like that.
Carnage. Carnage is on number 12. And there is an Alex Ross Timeless variant.
Which, oddly enough, is not Carnage nor any other symbiote, but what do I know?
They are not related. I don't get it. Anyway, Ryan Stegman did the 1 in 10
Design variant.
Black and white design variant. Children of the Sun is on number 4.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Marco Rudy did the variant cover, this little creepy thing here. And then we have an X-Men homage by Fritz Castris.
This is a really, really good book, by the way. If you haven't given it a try, it's really strong.
It's creepy.
Yeah, but it's very, very good.
It's creepy. I've read this one. This is one of the books that I had to read. You know, I have some books I can't wait. I had to read it. It's really good. I recommend it. Clear. Oh, wait. I missed one. The Unlockable is the full art of the cover A.
Ah.
Okay. So anyway, Clear is from Dark Horse Comics. Is on number 2.
1 in 10, not unlockable. I didn't think they did unlockables. Clear.
Oh, sorry, 1 in 10.
One of your books you picked this week, I saw.
Oh, did I pick Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Francis Manipul did the cover, and this is the foil logo cover.
I guess if you have your assistant do your picks, maybe your assistant picked it. I don't know.
No. I picked it. I really enjoy it. I read it already.
You can see the reflection.
This is another one of the ones I had to read.
In the logo there, where it's foil. Oh, sorry. I have not had a chance to read Clear, number 1 yet.
You need to read it.
But it's by Scott Snyder, so you know it's going to be good.
You need to read it.
I hope to.
Danger Street. Tell us about Danger Street, Derek.
Tom King, continues the story of the heroes introduced originally by DC back in the first issue specials. That is Manhunter with a really, really weird negative space cover there. And we have another April Fool's cover by Tom King himself, featuring Danger Street.
Street.
With the Creeper and Lady Cop.
I love it. He just wrote Danger on a street.
Oh, yeah,
Danger Street.
It's as good a logo as any.
I love it.
Not quite sure what's with the unattached arm, but you know.
Dark Ride is on issue number 5. This book. Have you read Dark Ride?
I have not. We sold out on number 1 when it came out, unfortunately, and I have not had a chance, in spite of getting it back in stock and a reprint, I have not had a chance to read it myself.
You would like this.
You said it's too scary for you.
It's too creepy for me, but you would like it. You would really like it.
I definitely have enjoyed the
definitely
covers.
See this as something you would enjoy.
I need to.
You need to. It's on 5 already. So
yeah, I know. I really need to get caught up. Do you want me to go lock the door?
Restock. Nightfall double feature is on issue number 3.
Do you want me to unlock the door? Lock the door.
No, that's fine.
Now it's time to come. You don't have to break in. You can just get whatever you want from downstairs. Just be quiet about it. Don't disturb us while we're filming.
Unlike my son, who makes me get upstairs, let him in and give a hug. 8 Billion Genies is on issue number 8 of 8, guys. This finishes off the story. Again, this is one of those books I had to read because I have so enjoyed 8 Billion Genies. It is so much fun.
This is a really, really solid read.
And it is an ending. I I don't want to give anything away because I want you to read to the end. You're going to love it. I loved it.
You don't foresee a sequel or anything? You can just
They
say,
would have a hard time.
Gotcha. Is that all the covers? Okay.
They
And we
would
do
have
have, at least in reprint or something, we have all of the issues available.
End After End is on issue number something or other 6.
From Vault Comics.
And Tsunado did this variant cover. Fantastic Four is on number 6. And we have a variant cover by Car Andrews. And we have another Alex Ross Timeless variant. This one with Annihilus. Is that how you say that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go. Next is Cosmic Ghost Rider. Second printing of number 1 for Cosmic Ghost Rider. This is the second Cosmic Ghost Rider series.
Mm-hmm.
Giant Goku. No. Yeah. Koju?
Kokju is what I said. I don't know for sure.
KOKJU. When you come in tomorrow, be sure to tell me how you think KOKJU is pronounced.
The despicable Deadpool team of Jerry Dugan and Scott Koblish reunites to give the world the giant monster attack story that movies and TV are too squeamish to show you. This is a tale of woe about a monster with physical needs. It needs a restroom. It needs food, too. And, most unfortunately, it needs sexual satisfaction. The only thing standing in his way are the men and women of science. We're proudly flying our M rating for violence, mild gore, sexual situations, nudity, turds, comedy, drama, and some very tasteful swearing. That is the description of the book. That is not anything I said myself. So it sounds pretty out there. I'm kind of curious about it.
Wow.
So if you're a fan of kaiju and whatnot, then this is a book you definitely want to check out.
The Gimmick from Ahoy Comics is on issue 2. And then we have this book from Dark Horse Comics. Y'all are familiar with the TV show, The Great British Bake Off. Well, now we have The Great British Bump Off.
An Agatha Christie-style murder mystery set in the world of English competitive baking from Giant Days' John Allison and Max Sarin. When she enters her country's most beloved baking competition, Shauna Wickle's goal is to delight the judges, charm the nation, and make a few friends along the way. But when a fellow contestant is poisoned, it falls to her to apprehend the culprit while avoiding premature elimination from the UK bakery tent and being the poisoner's next victim. So if you like the Great British Bake Off and a bit of murder mystery on the side, this is a perfect meal for you. I just made that up all the time.
Good for you. So, Grim Fairy Tales brings us Cinderella versus the Queen of Hearts. So we have Cinderella, and I'm assuming the Queen of Hearts.
I would guess it's serial killer princess versus Queen of Hearts in this high octane coming of age bloodbath of a story, filled with love, lost love, lost heads, and quite honestly, a lot of lost things, including someone we won't mention, sanity. So Cinderella, now back in the real world and looking to make ends meet, is launched into a crown-on collision with the Queen of Hearts, who is just trying to live life. Sounds fun, we know. So don't miss this crazy, chaotic, cumbersomely summarized story you won't want to miss. Again, we just read them.
Crazy, chaotic, cumbersomely are all hyphenated. It's all one word. Crazy, chaotic, cumbersomely.
Summarized story.
One word.
We just read them. We don't make them up, but it does definitely sound interesting.
All right, guys. This is a book that I know you have all been dying for because they don't do this enough. They just don't. It's Guardians of the Galaxy #1.
I've heard of that. Isn't there like a movie or something about that?
Who are the Guardians of the Galaxy? One year ago, the Guardians of the Galaxy were destroyed. Their optimistic future shattered by the betrayal of one of their own. Now they ride the space lanes of a lawless corner of the galaxy, trying to outrun their tragedy. Can they rediscover their heroism and humanity on the bleakest frontier? Can they forgive the failures of their past? Or will they fade into the dark eternal unforgiven? Writers Jackson Lansing and Colin Kelly team up with artists for the Guardian story like no other. And I'm still going because he wasn't looking and I didn't realize how many covers there were.
Sorry.
This is the Groot Fall variant.
It is not the ow Groot Fall variant. It's just the Groot Fall variant.
This is the movie variant.
But wait, we're not done yet.
Then we have the 1 in 25. And the Derek Chew 1 in 50.
I like the Derek Chew cover, which of course is a
full art of
one of the previous
one of
covers.
the covers, yeah.
Here's a quick trailer to give you some more information on Guardians of the Galaxy.
I think on them often. Those heroes of the manifold territories. Those guardians of the galaxy. How they stood for the defenseless, gave voice to the voiceless. How they kept the fire of civilization lit against the coming of Groot space. But then, all these years later, I can't help but consider that no matter how much a man might try, the fire only ends one way.
And this one.
Missed one what?
Oh no, this would have come before Guardians.
Yeah.
So apparently we're alphabetically challenged because we now have Griffin, the galaxy's most wanted.
From whatnot, whatever's.
In the distant future, mankind is taken to the stars and spread across the galaxy. They've encountered hundreds of worlds, met dozens of species, and crushed them all in the iron fist of humanity. Humans now reign over the Milky Way as a fascist empire known as the Sovereign Reach, and their most feared soldier is the merciless Captain Layla Griffin. 6 months ago, they disappeared. 1 week ago, they returned, changed, radicalized to bring down the empire they once served. Now, Captain Griffin has a new mission to recruit a crew of rogue officers and mad scientists and set fire to the galaxy, no matter how many get burnt along the way. I like the Star Wars...
Yeah, I really
Star Trek.
I really enjoyed the Star Trek
homage variant there. All right, Hallows Eve. We have a second printing of number 1.
which doesn't have Hallows Eve on the cover for some reason.
What do you mean? Yes, it does. Right there.
No, I meant the character,
Oh,
the person.
okay. Heavy Metal. It's like it says it right there. Heavy Metal is on issue number 320. We have 2 fun covers that are special order, but we will obviously special order Heavy Metal for you as well if you are interested. Zolima Levnia has done the cover for Hexware number 5. I forgot to read number 4, but this is a good story.
This is a really fun book.
It's 5 of 6, so there's one more issue, but here's another cover that we have.
I wasn't really sure about it, so it took us a while to get around to reading number 1, but I thought it was really good. Joetta has read more of it since then.
All right, so Hone of Orcs from Blood Moon Comics. It's been too long since the first battle between orcs and elves. The so-called War of 1,000 Years brought a dark outcome to the orc kingdom, whose inhabitants are born weaker and die faster with each new generation. Hone, a young orc girl who encounters this bleak scenario, decides to build an army to strike at the heart of the problem. In order to survive, the orcs must once again face the elf empire and reclaim the rightful place they've lost in the Mystic Lands.
Hone of orcs.
Leanna Kangas has done the A cover for Know Your Station, number 5.
Next week we turn off our phones.
And this is 5 of 5, so Betty Carey did the variant cover, which I, again, have to finish. I did not get to read number 5 yet, but it is a good story. I like it a lot. I recommend it for anyone who likes, mystery books. Chroma. The phone is still going off.
Yep.
Tell me about Chroma.
I can't tell you anything about Chroma.
I thought you read number 1.
I have not.
Gilliam March has done the A cover for DC's Universe's Lazarus Planet, Revenge of the Gods, number 3. And we have a variant cover by Simone DeMille, which I like the cover. All right, American Mythology Publications again. This one is Legend Fell, number 1. Epic fantasy arrives at American mythology. There's an evil growing inside the kingdom of Shadow Rock. Death has found a home in the villages outside the castle's mountainous walls, and King Eldros has put out the call to the greatest warriors of the realm. What he gets is a disgraced noble, a freelancer looking to repair his father's shattered legacy, a dwarf with a bad attitude, a thief looking to secure her place in the Mildori, a caster, a greyheart, the last of his kind, and a boy looking to avenge his family after losing them to those who sleep below. It's sword and sorcery, the American mythology way. Part terror, part magic, all adventure. Can this mismatched group of adventurers learn to work together and find the one weapon that can stop this evil before the entire kingdom is lost? Join us on an epic journey into a bold new world of magic and monsters, brought to you by the comic company that myths call home. Okay.
I really love the dragon cover.
It's a painted cover.
That is a gorgeous dragon painting.
Little Monsters! Dustin Nguyen has done the A cover for number 12 of Little Monsters, and Steve Wands did the variant. All right, we're moving on. Aftershock. Maniac of New York. Don't call it
A comeback.
a comeback. There you go. Number 2. This is the third Maniac.
Third Maniac of New York series.
Yep.
Working their way through all the different boroughs.
Marvel Voices presents Spider-Verse.
An awesome assembly of Marvel's mightiest. An all-new selection of interdimensional adventures from some of Marvel's freshest and finest creators, each bringing their own unique perspectives and stylings to the web of life and destiny. What new spiders will find their way to the Marvel multiverse, and what familiar faces will join them for this titanic and oversized issue?
I thought you said satanic.
Satanic? No. Sorry.
I was like, wait, what?
Titanic. Titanic.
I
Like the
really
big
thought
boat.
he said satanic. I was really confused.
Kind of like the big boat, but I think I suspect these would probably float a bit better than the boat did, although they are square bound, so they may not. But there is a new spider introduced inside this book.
So we go from the Spider-Verse to the Master of the Universe verse. It's Masterverse. Number 3.
Everybody has a verse.
Monarch is on number 3 from Image Comics. And then we go to Moon Knight from Marvel Comics on number 22, where Tigra is making a guest appearance, apparently. And we have a timeless Kingpin variant from Alex Ross. And Tom Riley has done an interesting cover here.
That is kind of hard superhero with that giant neck thing going on.
That is a moon.
Very much a moon.
Multiversity. Yes, it's the Harleyverse, guys. It's multiversity, and Harley has screwed up the DCU.
Number 1 was a really solid read. I'm looking forward to see where it goes after that.
And we have a 1 in 25.
The ratio variants are homages to some of the great DC covers from years past. This is from the cover on the first Flash Superman race.
Sorry. Whew. Nature's Labyrinth from Mad Cave is on number 5. It's a pretty cover.
It's a very pretty cover.
Never Ender, The Final Duels, number 1 of what? Number 1 of 3. So this is the second Never Ender series.
Right. The year is 20X19, and due to breakthroughs in artificial accelerants, mankind is taken to the stars. At the edge of civilization, the dominant sport is a civilized sword duel to the death. The top 5 fighters are protected by Sagaro, a talented and tenacious duelist. Team Egalit is forced to choose which direction to fight after I thought I stopped that from happening, y'all. I'm sorry. Which direction to fight after Merrick openly criticizes the Colonial Republic after its previous duel. Dice and Kino equip Never Ender for the endgame. I shouldn't order this because I have no idea what that means, and nobody else is going to if they haven't read the first one. Y'all don't buy this book.
Unless you bought the first one, then you can buy it. Nemesis Reloaded is on number 4.
Again, we don't write the little blurbs. We just copy and paste them from the catalog. And yeah, I don't have any idea what any of
Brett
that
Booth
meant.
did the variant cover. I recommend Nemesis. It's just all out gore, fun. I've already read it. I enjoyed it.
Yes, I definitely recommend Nemesis.
I recommend it.
I haven't read the new series, but the original series was just awesome.
Tony S. Daniels and Marketo Mioli have done the A cover for Noctera.
Over the topness.
Unlucky number 13. And I have to say that I'm very sad that this is not one of the books I got to read this week today. Gary Frank and Brad Anderson did the variant cover. Cover C is a full art black and white of the A cover, which I love. Love, love. I highly recommend Noctera. It's creepy enough. Anyway. Phantom Road is on number 2.
We still have copies of number... No, we don't either. I lied. I'm sorry. We
No, we
are
sold
sold
out.
out of number 1. They are doing a second printing, and we'll have those shortly. So hopefully I can read it.
Guess what?
What?
We have them now.
So there is Phantom Road number 1 second printing. So you can come in and get your Phantom Road before number 2 sells out.
Giuseppe Camuncoli has done the A cover for Predator number 2. And Jeff Shaw did the variant cover.
Part of Marvel's new 20th century
Predator's on there.
imprint.
Marcelo Costa has done the cover to Radiant Black. That is a special order cover right there. Then we have the new Sandman universe. It's Nightmare Country, The Glass House, number 1. Love
The
this.
Corinthian has turned loose on our realm once more, and this time he sets his sights on the very root of rapacious American capitalism, Silicon Valley. His relentless pursuit of the smiling man will carve a bloody path from the C-suite of profit capital to the bowels of a demonic nightclub, and no one will be safe from his reach. Not Ken, living large in the Bay Area since parting ways with Barbie all those years ago. Not Max, a nervous hedge fund manager on the rise who's never quite fit anywhere. Not anyone. Multiple Eisner Award-winning writer James Tynion IV reunites with the superstar horror artist Lissandro Esserthan to bring to life the nightmare-fueled follow-up you've been craving. A tale that will plumb the bottomless depths of our yearning. What are you doing?
Keep going.
Plumb the bottomless depths of our yearning for more at the heart of the American dream.
You're supposed to show that. That's why I handed it to you.
Oh.
That is a wraparound cover.
Oh, yeah. Which is that one? Yeah. And so I picked it up and did it the wrong way. There we go. That is the wraparound cover on the variant for
1 in 25. And then the 1 in 50 is the foil of the first part of that wraparound.
the 1 in 50 is not wraparound.
No.
That's a shame.
And then the 1 in 100 is sweet.
Very sweet. Jenny Frizen there. Sadly already spoken for, and not by me.
The seasons have teeth. In a drab, colorless world, the seasons bring change and also destruction. Andrew, a retired conflict photographer, lives a life steeped in regret after an unthinkable tragedy. But everything shifts when the seasons arrive, each one a personified godlike creature. As he risks everything to track down spring, summer, autumn, fall, and winter, will capturing the perfect picture of each be enough to find redemption and ultimately bring color back to his world? Dan Waters is joined by artist Sebastian Cabral for a tale that is both down to earth and supernaturally apocalyptic in its pertinence.
Yeah. Some really fun covers on this book, and here's a trailer about it.
Again, let's try that again where you can hear us. So all of the books will have a full art of the summer of each of the seasons. There we go. And number 1 seems to be spring. So there's your full art of spring.
And this is the foil version of the David Mack art, which is really hard to see, unfortunately, with the camera situation.
But it's beautiful.
But it is absolutely gorgeous, and it is open order cover. It's not a high-priced variant or anything like that. That should have been my cool cover of the week, but it wasn't, because there was something else that edged it out, unfortunately.
Torrin Clark has done the A cover for Silver Surfer Ghostlight number 3, and Ken Lashy did the variant cover. Alvaro Saraseca has done the cover to Space Job number 3 of the 4-issue series. And then we have Spawn.
That is a weird cover.
Spawn is on number 340. And that variant cover is by Kibar. No, I'm not familiar with Kibar.
No, me neither.
It's a new name for me. We have a second printing of Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones, number 1. Recommend it. It's fun. So if you didn't get to read number 1, I think we have a couple left.
Yeah, we still have number 1.
Also have the second printings now. Miles Morales Spider-Man is on number 5. And we have an Alex Ross Timeless of Electro, as well as this David Marquez fun cover here. He's rescuing a baby from a fire of some kind. I love it. For our Star Trek fans, we have Star Trek Defiant number 2.
We have a quick trailer video for Star Trek Defiant that wasn't available when number 1 came out. So just take a look at this. Like I said, a very quick trailer. Sounds interesting to me, though. I don't read the Star Trek books myself, but this one does sound kind of cool.
Star Wars fans, we have Bounty Hunters number 33.
Enter the Inferno Squad.
We have Dr. Aphra number 30, the International Women's Month variant of featuring Domina Taj. And then we have
A one-shot set in the Return of the Jedi era.
They are. It's the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi. And there is
Did you
a
say
peach.
4th?
40th.
Oh, okay.
40th.
That did sound like you said that.
Yes, the 4th anniversary.
Why?
Anyway, that's Peach Momoko. Adorable. That is my cover pick of the month.
Week.
Whatever. I don't know. And Chrissy Zulo did a cover as well, which was a close second for me. I almost said all of the Star Wars Ewoks covers were my picks.
Yeah, unfortunately, all the Ewok covers are just cute as a button. This next... Nope, is that it? Okay.
Star Wars High Republic is on number 8. And then we move to Stoneheart. Emma Kubert does the cover as well as, I'm assuming, writing it because it's Emma Kubert Stoneheart. And it's number 2. Another number 2, Superman Lost. This is a 10-issue series that Derek and I both recommend. Super fun. I have not read it yet, but this week, but I'm looking forward to it. Lee Weeks and Elizabeth Brentweiser did the variant cover here of Superman looking very lost. Very depressed about his being lost. And Howard Porter and Hi-Fi did the 1 in 25 variant there.
It's a very fun variant. I like that. Definitely on my list of books I got to read this week.
Next we have Tales of Science Fantasy, which I'm not sure he got a thing of, or if was it back up under Frank Frazetta?
Oh, nope, I did not get it, and I apparently didn't make a backup board for it either. Then I guess.
Nope.
Sorry about that.
Well, we also have this new number 1, which is TMNT and Usagi Yojimbo. Where when?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pursue the evil cyborg genius Dr. Where-When through a time portal and emerge in feudal Japan. There, they encounter Usagi Yojimbo 20 years into the samurai's future, but decades after the arrival of Dr. Where-When, who has already carved himself a fiefdom using mechanized clockwork samurai robots, with the intention of conquering both the past and current timelines.
And that is a wraparound cover that I have given to Derek to show you. That is the 1 in 10, which I love. The turtles reflected in the sword. And this is the 1 in 25 by Stan Sakai, black and white. Oh, we also have a blank cover for that one, so you can get your favorite artist to draw you your TMNT in the feudal Japan. Maybe you'll draw them as samurais. That'd be kind of fun. Traveling to Mars, issue number 5. I think I've said I recommend this book a lot, this video. But this is one that we sort of let sleep. And I just picked it up and started reading because I thought it sounded really interesting. I'm really enjoying it. I really recommend it. So yeah, I totally want to see what's going to happen. I'm like really nervous about what's happening next. Two Graves.
Number 5.
Mm-hmm. West of Sundown.
Not number 5. Looks like number 10.
And another cover.
This book definitely has some freaky covers.
White Savior. That's number 4 of 4 from Dark Horse Comics. Going to finish off that little mini-series. Steven Segoya and Elmer Santos did the cover for Wildcats, number 6. And then Nathan Serzi did the variant cover, which, wow. All right, so now we're in our X-Men books. And they don't seem to be in order because I don't see X-Men. There it is. Hang on. There we go. All right. All right. There, that's not in order. Okay. So X-Men is on number 21. And Moira is the variant, is the trading card variant feature for this issue. If you want to hold that up, then wrap around. And Nick Klein is done the Stormbreakers variant for this issue. And Stephanie Casilla has done a variant cover as well. Then Scotty Young, who I simply love, has done magic for this cover issue, whatever. And also in the X-Men universe, we have the facsimile for this week for Marvel Comics, which is X-Men #1.
The 1963 version, not the Jim Lee version. Although that is being facsimile later this year.
And the Brotherhood of Mutants is on #3. Salvador LaRocca has done the April Connecting variant.
The Sins of Sinister storyline is in the process of wrapping up as all the miniseries hit #3.
This is X-23 Deadly Regenerist #2. And Junjin Young did the variant cover. But just in case you were wondering, and you wanted a super sexy cover of X-23 Deadly, we have X-23 Deadly Regenerist #1 616 exclusive variants that have come in. And we have both the trade dress and the full art. Super sexy.
By Rico. R1C0.
And finally, in the comics, we have Zilton the Omniscient.
Ziltoid.
What did I say?
Ziltan or Zilton. You can read it though if you'd like.
Ziltoid Omniscient. From Opus Comics. From the mind of Devin Townsend, one of the most colorful and prolific musicians in heavy metal, comes the bizarre and whimsical Ziltoid the Omniscient. Witness the rise of the Ziltoidian tasked with keeping the coffee flowing, or else. Or else what? Or else space-time collapses and coffee can be found in only one place in the universe. Earth, of course. 30 pages of the strangest stories.
Ziltoid the Omniscient. Apparently based on an album that Townsend had done.
All right, let's do some
graphic novels.
Graphic novels here, guys.
The Mighty Heavy Berserk Deluxe Edition, Volume 3, I believe.
That is quite a book. We have Limbo Beach from Vince Staples.
Oh, sorry, that was not where I expected it to be. Every kid has the same story. Wash up on shore, enter the amusement park, get superpowers. Why are you so different? Join fan favorite rapper Vince Staples, Brian Edward Hill, Chris Robinson, and Booster Moody on an adventure into the mysterious Limbo Beach, an island theme park ruled by adolescents with unique abilities. Follow the newest member of the Wonderlost, a band of misfit teenage raiders, on a journey to discover about the park and himself in a tale that is equal parts Lord of the Flies and the Warriors.
On a journey to discover the truth about the park. He missed the word truth.
Sorry. And himself.
Yes. So pop back up there to Claire, because Claire and the Dragons from Scout Comics. This was a nonstop. That's what it is. Nonstop. They did the first issue, and then now the book is out. Claire is a young girl, tough-minded and independent. She isn't afraid to explore her world, which is how she encountered the old hermit Lontar. That crazy old coot is inspired by a supernatural revelation he had many years ago. He believes that if he leaves the cave where he has lived for many years, the world will be invaded by dragons. He is convinced that he must remain in self-imposed exile until the emergence of a true hero, someone who is capable of leading humanity in the fight against these terrible creatures. Treated as if he were crazy by the local villagers, he relies on Claire to provide for his needs. However, Claire has not yet realized that Lontar believes that she is the fulfillment of the ancient prophecy.
Alrighty then.
All right, so we've got some children's books. We've got The Little Mermaid. This is Ariel from the World of Reading, which is a level 2. We've got The Little Mermaid, the novelization. And then we've got The Little Mermaid Guide to Merfolk. And I just love this book. This is so fun. It's 20 pages. So it has information about like the Sea King's trident, the environment of the Chain Sea. All the different seas have the environment, and then what mermaids live there Princess Tamika rules that the
fricassee, it looks like I said.
fricassee. Pokemon Sword and Shield, number 6. The unofficial Harry Potter Companion, Volume 2, Chamber of Secrets. Avengers X-Men Eternals Judgment Day. That combining all those individuals into their graphic novel. There we go. Eternal Blue by Jim Kruger. This is a Spirit Box graphic novel. This is an original graphic novel, right?
Yes.
Yep. Gun Honey, another collection. This is Blood for Blood, Gun Honey, number 2. We have Myth Space Ignition from Ablaze Comics. Superman, Son of Kal-El from DC Comics. This is Volume 1, The Truth.
Did you want to read the blurb on this one or no?
Oh, okay, sorry. Myth Space Ignition graphic novel from Ablaze. Full-color anime-infused stories inspired by the Philippine folklore from superstar creators. Myth Space Ignition is a graphic novel collection of 6 stories exploring a universe where the old tales of monsters and folklore creatures from the Philippines, Tikbalangs, Capres, Mananangals, were inspired by actual alien civilizations. From a young man's journey into myth to a Capri war to a Manananggal coming of age, these stories, now depicted in full color, will take readers on an unforgettable journey, both strange and familiar.
This is from Ablaze Studios.
And anybody who can come in and tell me some fact about and the proper pronunciation of those 3 Filipino, that's it. Filipino folklore creatures gets 10% off their order. We only find them when they're dead. Super great story from Boom. This is collection number 3. Super great story there. And then we have some anime, manga, not anime, no movies, just books. Adam the Beginning, number 4. Gunbridge Sisters, number 4. My New Life as a Cat, number 2. And Zelda Twilight Princess, number 11. Da-da-da-da! Look, I raised my arm up over my head.
I see that.
And I'm not screaming.
Yeah.
I'm not moving it, though.
Does that mean we're done?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to hit the end button before we get to a full hour. We are less than 30 seconds short, so we will see you all tomorrow.
We did it. Bye, guys.
Have a good day.